Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. I want to begin this video by asking you guys a very simple question. Do you think anybody within ODM party can engineer a coup at Orange House? Yani, I'm imagining that a rebel like, let's say my senator, Professor Tom Ojianda, gathering some youths to go to Orange House to take over the party from Raila Odinga. Is it possible? The last time those attempts were made at Kasarani, Kasarani became Kisirani. Men in black swung into action. And do you think such a coup can be organized against William Ruto's party, UDA party? That, let's say, there's a fallout between Rigathi and Ruto. Do you think anybody within UDA party can go to UDA to attempt to take the party from William Ruto? Can it succeed? I don't think so. But Uhuru Kenyatta allowed Sabina Chege in quotes and Kanini Kega in quotes. I'm talking of in quotes because they are not the real faces, to go to Jubilee Party headquarters and attempt a coup. That coup is still ongoing. And based on William Ruto's determination, Uhuru Kenyatta can actually be kicked out of Jubilee Party. Which begs the question, what next? Because we were all alive when William Ruto went to Mount Kenya and kicked Uhuru Kenyatta out of Mount Kenya politics. We were all alive when he made those attempts in Nyanza. And the response was ruthless. All those members of parliament who went to Kenya Kwanza from Luo Nyanza, for example, can no longer walk in the streets of Kisumu freely. None of them. They can no longer walk in the streets of Migori freely. They can no longer walk in the streets of Siaya and Homa Bay freely. In fact, when you see most of them organizing events, they organize those events right inside their homes where they give or they issue the threats. But what next for Uhuru Kenyatta? What can he do? In this video, I want to offer my unsolicited advice to Uhuru Kenyatta. What next for him? What he can do, the options. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you guys to take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And on the same breath, you can also support this channel using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Now, let us get back to the main issue. Uhuru Kenyatta is the party leader of Jubilee Party. According to the Presidential Retirement Benefit Act, a former president is supposed to cease from holding any party office 6 months after the new president is sworn in. Which means constitutionally, Uhuru Kenyatta is not supposed to hold any party position in the country, but he can still hold those positions if he's not interested in the Presidential Benefit Act. Kenya Kwanza are saying that Uhuru Kenyatta should not get those benefits. And in fact, a member of parliament has actually gone to parliament to seek for clarification or to remove those benefits from Uhuru Kenyatta. But for me, that's something which is neither here nor there, because Uhuru Kenyatta really does not need any benefit. He can survive without any. But the move to try to take away or to take over Jubilee Party from Uhuru Kenyatta is what shocked me. But what can he do? He has made it very clear that he's going to be in politics. If you've paid very close attention to Atuli the other day, Atuli was very clear that Uhuru Kenyatta is too young to retire. And because Uhuru Kenyatta is too young to retire, Ruto should look for him something. But what next, especially on this issue of attempted coup? Because how do you replace Uhuru Kenyatta with Sabina Chege? Humiliation. And I did a comprehensive analysis about that. For me, Uhuru Kenyatta must do the following. Number one, Uhuru must teach Kanini Kega and Sabina Chege serious political lessons. Political lessons that they can never forget. As much as Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega sacrificed, in quotes, their ambitions for Uhuru Kenyatta, they never delivered the votes to Uhuru Kenyatta because Uhuru Kenyatta wanted them to deliver the votes to Raila Odinga. Despite that, Uhuru Kenyatta, being a gentleman, rewarded Kanini Kega by nominations to the East African Legislative Assembly. He went further and nominated Sabina Chege to parliament, and not only that, appointed her as the deputy majority whip. If Sabina Chege had gone to Muranga and contested either parliamentary seat or women rep, she would not be the deputy whip. Never. But despite that, Sabina Chege is still coming back to take over the party from Uhuru Kenyatta. If I were Uhuru Kenyatta with the money I have, I can make life very difficult for Sabina Chege. First of all, Parliament, I'll initiate a process of removing her, knowing so well that Ruto will attempt to support her. But life will not be easy. I'll make it very difficult for them to walk even in the streets of Nairobi. Uhuru Kenyatta is known for Mungiki. Why can't he employ the services? Number two, the second option is for Uhuru Kenyatta to accept and move on. But that's the worst mistake Uhuru Kenyatta can do. Accepting that Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega have succeeded in removing him from the Jubilee Party. But that's an option. For me, if Uhuru Kenyatta were to exit political scene, he must ensure that Jubilee Party is firmly under his grip. For those who follow the politics of this country, and especially on this channel, ahead of the last election, I was very clear that Uhuru Kenyatta needed to have Jubilee as a political party. First of all, even if Raila Odinga was not going to win the presidency, he needed to have a strong Jubilee. The only way he could have a strong Jubilee was to ensure that he won a few seats here, there, and there in the mountain. If Uhuru Kenyatta had, let's say, even elected members of parliament from Mount Kenya, even 6 of them, let's say Kiambu, he had 3, Nyeri 1, Muranga 2 or 1, then he would use those MPs, but he failed. He only got in Nairobi. Why Nairobi? Because of Azimio. Number 3, in my view, Uhuru must now use money to tame some of these guys. It's easy to use money. Uhuru should only identify a few MPs who are giving him problem. Raila is good at this. Checkmate them. Identify strong individuals to checkmate them on the ground. Use these individuals to pump money. The other day, I saw this gentleman, Jubilee MPs, the likes of Kanini, not the likes of Kanini, Kimani Ichung'wah, and the rest, including Moses Kuria, claiming that Uhuru Kenyatta is reviving Mungiki. Use money, revive them. You know, in a setup, you don't need the majority, you just need a determined minority. So Uhuru Kenyatta does not really need to have Mount Kenya fully behind him, but he just need a minority who are committed to give these guys problem. That's only possible using money. Number 4, you know, William Ruto has committed several mistakes since he took over. Several mistakes, especially on appointments. What stops Uhuru Kenyatta from taking advantage of William Ruto's mistakes? Currently, as we speak, members of parliament from the mountain cannot speak against this government. Rigathi Gachagua cannot hold a meeting with Kenya Kwanza MPs from the mountain unless William Ruto gives okay. And the members of parliament from that region are already rebelling against that. I saw Wamuchomba the other day. I'll need to do a video on that, talking about it. The other day we saw, I think, one of the senators or a member of parliament lamenting. He can take advantage of William Ruto's mistakes. Use his media, use his mouthpieces to speak, to make these other guys, or to force them to speak. And lastly, if I were Uhuru Kenyatta, I would seek sympathy and would also go and seek for the support of Maina Njenga. Why Maina Njenga? Maina Njenga has the people, he has the youths, he has the ordinary people from the mountain. Once he secures Maina Njenga, then he can seek for sympathy, then make it appear as if Maina Njenga and the group are coming to defend him. Again, it's only possible kama pesa inatembea. That's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.